Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to this big global day, this living life birding session. Thanks to Swarovski Optic to make it possible. Of course, all our friends that will be joining me along this morning. I can't wait to see you all again, and of course, all the bird life you are going to show us. So I'm pretty excited. Many thanks to everyone. I'm also going to miss Lester due to the difficult situation in Sri Lanka. We support you. Oh, wow. What a start. Those are ideas. Dan, Rachel, please update us.
Yeah, hello,
Hi,
Yanina. Good to see you. It looks a tad warmer and sunnier down there with you guys. But yeah, these are Northern Eider, and we are on the coast of Scotland at the Eithne Estuary. And we've got a fantastic assemblage of eiders here, probably close to 1,000 birds at the moment, all in the estuary. A lot of the females will be in the sand dunes breeding at the moment, but you're probably going to see a fair few more of these over the next hour. And we're hoping to be able to show you a few other things, aren't we, Rach?
Absolutely. We've got no less than 4 different species of terns as well. So sandwich, common, little and Arctic terns. So we'll try and get you a few shots of those. But how about you? What have you got over there? Oh, she's frozen. Let's see if we can find some more eiders for you.
Yeah, so right at the back there, on the opposite side of the estuary, this is what most of the males are up to at the moment. So they're all loafing, all sleeping. And as the tide starts to descend here in the estuary, it will expose the mussel beds, which is what they're here to feed on. So they'll all wake up, swim out into the estuary and start diving for the mussels. But at the moment, yeah, all these males and a few females there are all loafing around on the estuary itself. And we've got, there's a sandwich tern just crossing in front of our field of view. What else can we see if we can locate here?
Quite a few terns up.
Plenty of terns, yeah. Let's see, I'm just going to pan along a little bit further. So, we've got more birds here. So, yes, the first eiders there have already started foraging. So they're diving, probably just saw those in the foreground. They spread their wings slightly and then do a duck dive, literally, down to the bed of the estuary. And they'll be looking for mussels that are basically embedded on the kind of shingly substrate at the bed of the estuary here. So yeah, you can just start to see at the back there, the first ones are starting to wake up. You've got a female eider there that's just popped up. I'm going to pan. Oh, hello, Diego.
Hey, morning, guys. How's it going?
Oh, yeah, good. Wow. Right. Tell us what you've got there.
Well, we are at the Indiana Dunes National Park. I'm with Juan Diego Vargas right here. And these are red-winged blackbirds that have been coming to feeders back here in the, nature center of the park, in the visitor center. It's actually a great little area. We are at the Indiana Dunes Birding Festival. And actually, my bird's just gone, so let me entertain you here with a squirrel. Here you are, guys.
Oh, look at that. No. Oh, look at that.
Looks nice and fat.
Yeah, nice and fat. Nice and fat, not as my friend Juan Diego that is here. Juan Diego, morning.
Morning. So, nice morning.
Cool place here. Going back to the squirrel for a nature view. There it goes a little bit to the left. The squirrel number 2, squirrel number 1 is trying to find a bird, Squirrel Vargas. So we're at the Indiana Dunes National Park on a nice festival. And hey, kid mate, what do you have there? Morning.
Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing?
Very good, very good. What about the rain? You got better?
It's pretty dark here in Taiwan, but we've got a Malaysian or Malaysian night heron, which is a bird that is surprisingly common in our urban areas in Taiwan, believe it or not. It's a really tough bird to catch up with all across Asia. But for some other reason in Taiwan, they've started to come into the local parks and stuff. And I'm actually in the middle of Taiwan's second largest city called Taichung. and here we have them. I mean, I've literally got people walking and exercising right now. The garbage collection trucks coming past the whole trip. So I think David Lindo would be quite impressed with this kind of urban birding.
Indeed. He's actually here at the Indiana Dunes festival. He was going to be the keynote speaker tomorrow. I'll let him know that you got some cool birds, urban birds, man. That's great. Yeah. Look at it. It's very dark. Yeah. What time is it there?
Oh, it's about 7:30, 7:35 at the moment. So yeah. So how is migration going for you guys?
Great stuff. We already got good numbers of warblers and some black-billed and yellow-billed cuckoos being around. So people is being pretty entertained actually here at the festival. It's great. It's great, and people is absolutely happy to be back in the game, going and seeing friends, going and seeing birds. I think these festivals are really very necessary after COVID times.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I guess just the joy of being out with other birders and birding is something that people have missed a lot. Eh?
Yeah, absolutely. What about the rain, mate? You were dealing with some rain before the broadcast today?
Yeah, no, it was torrential a little earlier. I thought I was going to get completely washed out. Fortunately, I'm looking for a bird that likes to eat frogs.
That's a trick. That's a good trick.
Yeah. So, but we got a little bit lucky. We got a break in the rain and headed on down to the park, and here we have it. Beautiful black right here.
That's nice. I'm actually, like, if they'll get me on the screen back, I can show you a little bit. This is a very, very nice facility here on the Indiana Dunes Visitor Center. You can see a lot of the feeders outside, and it's like a nice indoor room where people can just come and see it and have a scan. There are microphones recording live what the birds are singing from the outside, so it's pretty neat. I have some more actually blackbirds.
I've been to that festival a few years ago. It's a very cool place. Lots of nice natural woodlands nearby, and just a very nice feeling to it. It's not overly busy either, right? You can walk around and see lots of birds without bumping into too many people.
That's one of the cool things. This festival is a little easier going. It's more intimate, more local, I would say. But there is the junction of both national park and state park. So you have plenty of trails, plenty of places to go birding around, and with the more people coming after COVID, more talks, more keynote speakers. It's a pretty fun little festival. We've been here with Juan Diego Vargas a couple of times already and enjoying it a lot indeed.
Very cool, yeah. Are you going anywhere else while you're in the States, or is it just this festival?
No, actually this time we didn't have enough time, and we're just coming for the week. So we are doing the festival and some birding around. Montrose, there is a cool place for migrants near Chicago. Hanging out with friends and having fun, a couple of beers and a couple of extra birding days. But that's it, mate. After COVID, tourism is spiking up. So we are busy in our countries. Fortunately, Juan Diego in Costa Rica and myself in Colombia.
Yeah, I know. It's nice to be back in the field, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Feels weird, It feels weird. Oh, look at that.
Surya is just coming.
Yeah.
Hey, Surya,
hello.
how's it going?
Hi, Keith. Good to see you again on doing birding together this way.
Yeah. It's nice to be back in Asia. So what you got? You got some flamingos here?
Yeah, I'm in Kutch at the moment, right at the edge of the salt flats. But since it's May, it's all quite hot, 48 degrees Celsius. It's pretty hot. Wow. And all the water is dried up. So most of the flamingos are congregating at this small wetland at the edge of the salt flats.
Mm-hmm.
And just a while ago, the lesser flamingos were doing a dance right here. So I'm just hoping that they'll do one right now. I haven't trained them well enough yet.
Well, I've got this Malay night heron pretty well trained, but he's about to go behind a tree, so we might lose him. But what other birds you got out there on the mud flats, Surya?
Well, since it's May, most of the waders have gone, but we still have some lapwings, some straggling stints, and some blackwing stilts, which breed over here.
Okay.
But otherwise, pretty much it's the flamingos that are dominating, along with a few spot-billed ducks.
Okay, all right.
Well, if it's a winter, we'd be having cranes and everything, but we are probably a month and a half too late for all of that now.
Yeah. So, was it good? You basically been in India the last few months, right? Have you actually been able to run tours?
Yes, yes, yes. It's been pretty good. I mean, we've been able to do quite a few snow leopard tours, which was fantastic. I did one in the other side of the Himalayas, focusing on the Koklas pheasant and the Manal. So that is also nice. Oh, wow. We got a
Hi.
nice turn.
Hello.
Hi, Anina.
Hi. This common turn just show up to say hi. I think he pretty like those lesser flamingos you do have there. Amazing.
Yes.
How is nesting season going on?
Nesting season would be a little bit later after the first rains, when the salt flats again fill up with water. And that's when they go and make their mounds inside. So, right now, it's all preparatory stuff. Their displays and all of that are happening at the moment. And we still have
Yeah,
some common turns around, but they're not showing in front of the scope. They're still flying around. So, it's interesting that there's one in Spain and one towards the tropics in India.
it's fantastic. Yeah, bird life and all the flyways are incredible. I mean, we are going through the same situation. Nesting season is quite delayed. We had a tough week of rain in Spain, and most of the first nest of common tern have already been flooded. So they are going to try for a second time, and they are quite used to, so we are pretty confident in a way, but it has been record numbers of rain during this time in Valencia, so we are really just checking what's going to happen. Oh wow, that's a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to compete with that.
Oh, beautiful. Tell us, please, Danilo.
Hello, I hear you. From
¿Cómo
Panama.
estás, Danilo?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tell us some stories about that beauty, please.
Yeah, just now in Canopy Lodge in Panama. Yes, there was a Rufus Mothma. They just got here for breakfast. So here in the central Panama, in the foothills. And well, we are the team of two. It's Ellie. Well, let me just go a little bit out of focus.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that. Oh, I think
no sorry.
gone.
You are making a very tasty breakfast.
Yeah. Here we are. Here's Eliezer.
Hello.
This is our team today. Eliezer Rodriguez. Yeah. As you can see, we're in Canopy Lodge. There's some guests this week. And yeah.
Wow.
We're birding
That's
here.
it. Okay. Yeah. We have to go and visit you very soon then. That seems pretty
hopefully soon.
Pretty fun. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to go for a white-headed duck that just show up, okay? Please, if you can show us something meanwhile I search for it, that would be awesome. Wow, Juan Diego. Hola.
Yeah, I have a beautiful wall full of poop here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sí. Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, there was a bird there working on its nest. It's gone now, so I can show you the poop of the bird and all that, but it's not there anymore. It was American robin. American robin is building a nest. And by the way, hello Janina, and hello everyone else. I'm here with Diego in the Indiana Dunes Birding Festival, and just as you were saying, nesting season is on a peak. So I saw for several times this American robin bringing sticks, then found the nest that is in this corner, and as soon as we put it on the screen, he went down. So
okay.
Typical. Yeah.
Hey, well, Diego, parcero, how's it going?
Have birds, move. That's some good point. Okay.
Yeah. So while you guys are showing no birds, I have this beautiful downy woodpecker down here at the feeders, just next corner to Juan Diego. Juan Diego, I love your empty nest, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right? See all that white poop?
Yeah,
it's
lovely.
like incredible. You know,
I
like
can't wait to go out from the nature center and visit
yeah.
you down
If
there
we
to
get
see the
close, we
robin
can
nest.
also smell it, and it's really great.
Love it, mate. Love it,
Wait,
mate.
I have a bird. I have a bird. I have a bird.
I think it's the beers that you got last night, man.
What beers? 1 second.
So Juan, actually tell us oh, look at that. You have American Goldfinch at the feeders. And
Yep.
guys, right now you're watching us live and we are, 20 meters apart. I'm inside the nature center and Juan Diego is outside the nature center. We are, taking advantage of the Wi-Fi here and of course the cool feeders. So this is going to be packed with people later in the day. So we came early for all of you guys.
Yeah. So downy woodpecker and American goldfinch side by side. They're probably actually really close to each other, but I'm outside of the nature center, so it will be nice to also show you how it looks where Diego is right now. He's inside there where air conditioning works because he's always
Always on the
needing more
comfy side.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Morning dove in my scope while you
good.
guys hear Juan Diego.
Yeah, and
Keep going, mate.
it's beautiful spring colors here, and birds are calling. I'll work trying to find you a warbler in a second, but of course, I really want to show you my empty American robin nest. And you can see some birders over there. They're actually participants of the Indiana Dunes Birding Festival will be arriving here pretty soon that we need to guide. And then yeah,
that would be neat. That would be neat to show these people a little bit on the broadcast, like when we got our group at 7 a.m. and we are doing the real guiding, showing it virtual too. So let's see if that can work with the Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Well, Juan Diego, actually, tell me, man, like how do you feel broadcasting from the States, not from Costa Rica, not from Colombia?
It's interesting when Danilo put that Rufus Mothma, it was like home, finally a familiar bird, and yeah, well, it feels weird, but it's nice to have different birds, and I think it's one of the greatest parts of birding is that you travel to one place, doesn't matter where you go, it's always exciting because even the common birds become like new rare birds for you, and that's great. I haven't heard anyone.
Yeah, guys, we can definitely appreciate that. Whatever common stuff you show us in the States, we would love to be seeing now. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love to be seeing the likes of Northern Eider and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but we've got a lot of Eider roosting up there on the back of the beach. But just in front, there's a big line of terns. In fact, actually, some of the Eiders are just starting to come off now. So we've just got here a group of Northern Eider.
Oh, lovely flying, man. Yeah. Lovely flying, Don. That's great.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, Rach, what did we just have?
We have just seen our first swift this year, actually, up in Scotland. So
yeah, it's a common
exciting.
swift. It's a widespread summer visitor here. But it's the last one to arrive back, and this year is ridiculously late for them. And we just had the first one, so that's made our day so far.
Look at that! I found the responsible of the empty nest.
Hey, still working hard.
Yeah.
Cool. Look at that.
Yeah, want to make a bigger house like everyone else.
Yeah.
Particularly here. Yeah, working hard. It's nesting season. They gotta take advantage of the extra resources in these temperate zones, where the winter allows them to have more eggs and bigger clutches. So he's trying to make his nest bigger. American robin, familiar bird for all the people in the U.S. A great bird if you live in the new tropics, like a robin with red chest. And what else do you have over there?
I was going to say that would be an equally great bird in Europe as well. There was one in southern England over the winter that caused a big stir, got a lot of attention down in southern England. But yeah, what have we got here, Rich? We've got a lot of Arctic terns. So just in front of the Eiders on the beach, you can see a few Arctic terns in flight, but there's actually a lot there that are settled down and just resting up. So they have literally only just arrived back. And I was thinking about what Yanina was just saying when we had a common tern in Spain. We've got common terns here, although not in view at the moment. And Surya had common tern in India. And I was thinking, God, terns really don't have to connect the world. When you think about these Arctic terns going between the Arctic and the Antarctic, everything in between, and common terns whizzing around, all of Eurasia, Asia, Africa, and here the terns are all up there. Something's just spooked them. And all through Australasia as well. So, I mean, they really literally get to every single point on the planet.
Yeah. Here's my American robin sitting down.
Look at that.
Finally, we found the responsible of, getting all these walls dirty. Yeah, you're totally right. And it's a great point what you're saying. Like terns connect the world. Like sometimes I see reports from birds from like New Zealand or places like that. And I say like, yeah, the only thing I know from that list is those terns or the pelagics. And it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, completely, isn't it? It's always the case.
Look what I found, guys. I found a rare specimen. Is a
oh, look at that!
It's a neotropical vagrant. Actually, I think it's pretty lost.
Yeah.
So I'm right now from inside the nature center.
Diego, your bird really has a great plumage. It looks pristine. Look at what
it's molting. It's really scruffy, And I think a little hangover from beers last night.
No. Yeah, no. You know what? I lost my robin now. You got me distracted there. Yeah. Well, let's try to find some other stuff over here. It's a bunch of warblers calling right now. And just yesterday, we got bay-breasted warbler, Cape May warbler here, Tennessee warblers. Some good stuff are around and just way up in the treetops. And that's one interesting thing here. Oh, what do you got there? Northern
Eider again. Yeah, nice drake close to us. So it's obviously just checking out what's going on just a foot or two beneath him and seeing if there's any potential, any mussels. So the warblers you've got there, are they fresh in? Are they new migrants or have they been around for a while, do you know?
They are arriving. They are just arriving. We were checking the radars and, I mean, there's a big movement of birds coming in here. And yeah, a lot of those warblers are just coming and they are starting to call. We were joking the other day that one of the main reasons to come to the States, it's to make the neotropical. Oh look, I have a chipping sparrow for a second. It went down. Yeah.
Nice.
The one reason to come to the States is to do the neotropical birder American dream. That is actually hearing the warblers calling, because the warblers in my country, in Costa Rica, they don't call at all. They just are quiet and look plain. And then they come here and they totally look beautiful and sing a lot. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, likewise, I'd absolutely love to see that. I've just seen it a couple of times, but of course, most of the vagrants that turn up in the UK, they are females and first winters, so they're not quite as exciting as April in the States. Wow, look
great tanager.
Hello there. This is Roger from Colombia, from the Central Andes.
Welcome, Roger. Welcome.
Hey, man. Nice to hear everybody, and thank you for showing us some cool bird from the States. Man, I have here a blue-gray tanager in the feeders. It's been like a quite dark days, about to rain here, so the feeders now are like not very busy right now, but we'll start getting little by little some visitors in the banana feeders. We have here some thick-billed Euphonia and blue-gray tanagers.
Nice. What else might you be getting on the feeders there, Roger?
We may have here. We have a quick visit of with a tanager. We have the crimson back tanagers, spectacled parrotlets, and many more. Many colorful visitors.
So for everybody that's not in South America, what exactly do you use in the feeders there to draw in these species?
Bananas. Only bananas in these feeders. They really like those ones.
Brilliant. God. Fantastic. Yeah, it's a little bit easier than here where you've got to put out peanuts and sunflower and Niger seed and fat balls and just about everything else. Oh, we've got a helicopter that's about to come over low, so I'm intrigued to see if this causes any problems for the birds here, if they're pretty used to it. Oh, nice.
Check this out. Check this out. We have a clay-colored thrush here. Clay-colored thrush. This one is like not coming often to the fields, but we are lucky enough to have it here in live workouts for Swarovskis.
It's definitely. Oh God, bossed by a tanager. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like we have nice activity right now. And also we have here, oh man, that just left, but there was a pretty nice male of a thick-bill Euphonia that just left.
I tell you what, these neotropical things are definitely test your panning skills, don't they, with the scope? You know, I've got a duck that's just floating around here and making life easy, and you guys have got things that are moving at 50 miles an hour.
We actually become kind of inside the forest digiscopers, man. It's, you know, one of the cool things we've been doing here at the Indiana Dunes Birding Festival is showing everyone warblers in the scope, and they're like, "What? How do you do that?" And we, you know, we really kill our asses to show that to the people here. There is a nice Donny woodpecker again. Oh, it's gone. Your eiders are really cool, man.
Yeah, they're pretty nice, aren't they? Yeah, interesting. So there's a female at the back there, and yeah, most of the females by now should be basically down on eggs. I'm about to lose it behind the side of the screen here, unfortunately. But yeah, it's interesting that this female isn't down on eggs yet. So hopefully in the next week or two, she'll lay a clutch somewhere in the sand dunes here and produce a successful brood.
Yeah, apologies for the noise. There seems to be quite a few helicopters going over, but amazingly, none of the birds, the terns, don't seem to be too bothered.
They don't care.
Great.
They don't care.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Crimson rump tanager from Colombia. Roger, mate. Buenos días,
Yeah.
parcero.
Buenos días, Diego, hombre. Crimson black tanager, yeah.
Yeah, look at my cool common grackle here in the States, man. I would swap that for any Colombian bird right now.
Nice and black.
Yeah. I'm actually let me Roger show you right now.
Please
do. Very nice goldfinch. I just moved, man. I was gonna show you a lifer. Have you seen American goldfinches?
Oh no, yeah. Please show me that one.
They will come back. Meanwhile, I'll keep on this feeder here with red-winged blackbirds and common grackles that they actually left, of course. And then, how's Tinamu doing? Any of the endemics showing up?
Not yet, you know. Like it's been like a pretty great day. It's about to get some rain here, so it's been a bit like slow today in the feeders, but still.
There is Roger, the American goldfinch.
Oh
it's
man,
a little concealed, so I'm just moving the scope a bit. There you are. You have a little clearer view there. It's a nice kind of siskin type, you know. It's a little bigger than our siskins and quite a charismatic bird, man.
Awesome to get some
that.
lifers through the live broadcast.
You owe me a beer then, man.
Oh yeah, I do.
And look at the ruby-throated hummingbird. It's the only hummingbird here in this area. So it's funny because, you know, identifying a hummingbird here is you know, pretty easy. It's the only bird, and this is a female, but the males have this completely ruby, colorful, you know, orangey throat. And I was telling people, you know, is like, oh, how do you identify hummingbirds on your you know, natal country? And, you know, I tell them we have 160 something guys, so it's a little bit more complex than here. Look at these little beasts.
Nice.
Oh, I can hear a strict saltator on the background of your broadcast, man.
There's like a strict saltator. There are a bunch of... Oh man, I do have... Let me relocate the scope really quick for you. And I do have here a Mothma.
Go for it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at the crown. I do have a hummingbird here, Diego, but I don't know what species it is. Can you help me with this?
Probably should be one of the only ones in the area, man.
Do you think it's a ruby-throated, or it might be a ruby-throated?
No, my bet is ruby-throated. My bet.
Thank you for that. I mean, I was wondering.
Actually, probably the one that you got just came my way.
No, mine was a male. Mine was a male.
Okay. Here's a lady on the feeder here in the back.
Or maybe it was a male, and when it flies to you, it's a female now. You know?
Oh,
mystery.
Come on, fairy tales.
I got something here.
Well, Roger, That Andean Mothma, man, is cool.
It is, yeah. And let me show you the tail feathers for the ones who are not familiar with these guys. Those are the nice tail feathers of the Andean
Cool.
Mothma that makes a really special bird. Pretty pretty.
And one of the
Yeah,
cool
that's like
things is that Roger right now is in the Andes, so this bird is called Andean Mothma now, but they used to be called blue crown mothmoths, and there were only one species, and they were split in like 5 or 6. So now we have one version in the Amazon, one version in Trinidad, a couple of versions in Central America and the Caribbean, and this one in the tropical mountains of the Andes. Here I'm, trying to entertain with a cheap, nice gray squirrel. They are, of course, eating a lot from the ground here below the feeders. And there are also chipmunks and fox squirrels and something else called red squirrel, I think. So it's pretty entertaining for us. Down there in Colombia where Roger is or where I normally broadcast, we only have 1 or 2 species and they are not, so easy to find. Danilo, buenos días, parcero. What's the hummingbird about?
Yeah. Yeah, this is snowy belly hummingbird. He's been here enjoying the morning, feeding. Oh, it's feeding on the
Nice.
feeding now.
Snowy belly, they're so cool. Look at this red crown woodpecker that Roger
Red
is showing
crown
us.
woodpecker, man. Like finally, I had a window of nice activity here at the feeders.
Well, and if you can Dale show Juan Diego, he has a cardinal, a northern cardinal. I heard him just shouting from the open. There you are.
Yep.
Oh,
Hello.
man.
Northern cardinal. Finally, something with red color.
Another lifer for Roger.
Yeah. There you go, Roger.
You-
You can put that bill, that beer on Diego's bill. Yeah. Yeah. Northern cardinal. I don't think there's more iconic bird here than this cardinal. It's like one of the best known, bird even for non-birders, and the logo of the Indiana Audubon Society.
Nice.
Cool. It's gone now, but nice woodpecker you have there, Roger.
Yeah, the banana eater woodpecker is this one. They really are enjoying this one. I was trying to get the Guira Tanner, which is one of the coolest one here, but it's getting me a hard time.
It's actually funny how in general woodpeckers are species drawn to feeders, either to eat bananas, either to eat some grease, some fat here, some seeds, and even to do some nectar at the hummingbird feeders in Colombia. So you got not only gruff eating woodpeckers, but sweet eating woodpeckers. Tim and Penny from the UK, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, mate. How are you doing, and Penny?
Well, we're doing good. Now, are you looking at what we're looking at?
Absolutely. A
We
lot
have
of
the-
babies in the back of that grebe.
Absolutely. This is our great crested grebe, and we have 2 young who are now about a week old. So they've been doing a lot of feeding this morning, mum taking the kids now for a ride on the back. So, yeah, everything is really cool here. Look at this. This is just one of the most beautiful birds. And for those that don't know it, they have the most incredible display when the parents, before they start properly mating, they are now, they come up together, they dive up with bits of reed in their beaks and then shake their heads and then dive away. But this is just phenomenal.
Would love to see that one day.
Yeah, it's a great. So anyway, you're looking good, and how's everything with everybody? Oops, hang on.
All good, mate. All good here. All good here. Loads of birders coming to the festival, enjoying the hikes and the trails. Of course, the speaker's been doing a good job. We're gonna have David Lindo and myself talking tomorrow.
Okay,
so it's fun.
David's just recovering from.
Yeah, absolutely. Like everyone else suffering a little bit from that, but he's getting better, getting in shape for us tomorrow, man.
Yeah, brilliant. It's actually that's it. It's on the back there. That's absolutely spot on. Excellent.
Wow.
So, let me have a look. Have we got time to have a quick look around, or we're going to carry on back? Let me just come down here. I think we have some nice avocets feeding, which is always nice to see, and some gadwall as well. There's a lot of avocets feeding on this lagoon at the moment.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Penny. How are you?
Oh, wow. Nice to hear you. How are
Okay.
things?
I'm following your step and showing some chicks. This is
Ah,
a coot,
d-
common
yeah,
coot
this
babies.
is the first hatching this year. I'll go
Okay.
back quickly. You can say hello to my little wonderful grebes if I can find them. I think they're somewhere here. Oh,
Yeah.
there's all right. Hang on. There's a
Okay.
bossy old coot. So let's
That's
just
a
go.
hot job. Yeah.
So
Hot
yeah,
job.
Yanni, yours are coot chicks?
Yeah, exactly. Our
Oh, here you
Eurasian
go.
coot with babies, 2 chicks. So lots of work ahead, and it's amazing seeing it because
Yeah.
this season it's quite delayed. We are getting chicks much later than usual. So
Oh,
it's
really?
all,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a great shame because I think this whole year has been very strange in terms of. Here we go. Here the grebes again coming in. There you are, Yanni. There you've got lovely. Isn't that great the way they carry them? And that's a really sort of
Beautiful.
safety thing as well.
Amazing. I love great crested grapes. Those are an amazing birds to enjoy.
Yeah. And they're
The
only
display.
about 20 yards away from me, 20 meters or so away from me. Oh wow.
That's
Here we
a
go. What have you got?
cute behavior. Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah,
Especially.
mommy is working hard with these 2 babies, but this
Yes,
one is quite
exactly.
smart. It's getting benefit. The other one, it's hidden. Meanwhile, this one is getting all the food, and it's not Danilo's breakfast. How are you over there? Still having breakfast, or we are just moving to lunch? Danilo, hi.
Yeah, I heard you now. Sorry about it. Yes, we have a Rufus Mothma is back. He's eating some bananas. This is the big guy in the area. We have
Oh.
around 4 species of moths in Panama. Just move a little bit up. Here you can see part of it. Here, look at those beautiful colors. Oh, it's gone.
Oh.
It's gone.
Okay.
Gone for now.
Good.
Hey,
Okay,
Janina, buenos días.
Hi, hola Diego. Hi,
Todo
how
bien,
are
todo
you?
bien. Very good, very good.
Enjoying state, huh?
Look at what we got of the feeders here at the Indiana Dunes National Park. Is the white-breasted nuthatch, of course, happily trying some seeds from the feeders. This is, one of the cool birds that we have in North America. That this group of nuthatches that we drool in South America with yellow sea that we don't have. They are so cool, so
Amazing.
unique, and they having a nice behavior, just climbing up, down, and up in trees.
Sweet. Yeah. We do have many different kind of
I hear you. Oh, Roger is showing us thick-billed euphonia right now.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm back here with a male of the thick-billed euphonia. Yeah.
Nice male, mate. Actually, one of the cool things of thick-billed euphonia is this one of the only euphonias in Colombia that has the yellow on the throat reaching the base of the bill. So it's
Sorry,
for
Diego,
beginners,
I'm
it's
sorry,
easy
my
to
apologies. I was
to find. It's
out
a
of
very
signal.
very cool euphonia.
It is indeed. Yeah, and these ones are getting. Is feeding one of those chicks, and I was getting some feeding activity here. Hopefully, it's gonna do it again.
Nice. I actually just heard from Juan Diego that our group arrived, so I'm gonna leave you for a while, but I'll be backing up Juan Diego and trying to show you some more birds from our real life birding here. Actually, Juan Diego was telling me that I can go out in 10 minutes to join him, so I'll work a little bit more here on the feeders and then try to show you a little bit what these groups on the Indiana Dunes Birding Festival are about. I have a ruby-throated hummingbird around here. I'll try to locate for you, Roger, and everyone else. Oh, come on. Where are you?
Yeah, meanwhile, we're gonna keep looking at these thick-billed euphonia males. And
actually, there you have like blue-gray tanagers too. Are those feeders busy or what?
Sorry?
Are those feeders very busy today?
Yeah. They are pretty busy, but mainly by the blue-gray tanagers and the thick-billed euphonias. And as I was telling you before, like it's about to get rain here, so maybe that's the reason why we don't have like the other ones.
Yeah. What about the cocoa thrush? Is the cocoa thrush being at the feeders? That's a bird that is a lifer for me. I mean, I've seen it badly, but I would love to see a proper bird, and I know that Tinamo is a good place for those birds.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my life right here too. Yeah, it's not common here, but at least not yet, not today.
There you are, Roger. You can see some, juveniles and female, yellow, yeah, red-breasted, red-shouldered blackbirds, and there's a male here. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oop, flying into the feeder. And actually, mate, who else we have from Colombia this time on the broadcast? It's only you and me, and I run away to the States. It's only you representing us, really. Well, all the weight is on your shoulders. Sorry, mate. Who's that dog?
Well, that's what I'm here to put it out in front of all of you to figure that part out. I think it's one of the late marble teals, which we've been seeing, but usually we don't see them this late into the summer. Just it looks like possibly an immature bird that stayed behind this year. It's not a very commonly seen bird in this area.
Yeah,
anyone has any thoughts on this?
Oh man, you're probably asking to the wrong person in the side of the world. I'm not.
There's not much color here, so I'm sure you guys wouldn't be interested.
No, absolutely, and you have some flamingos in the back. That's cool to see too.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in the back.
Yeah, super.
Lots
cool.
of lesser flamingos.
I'm actually trying to get you here on. Oh, it's just gone. We have a nice male ruby-throated perch, giving a good angle.
Which one was that? A ruby-throated?
Yeah, I'm actually. Let me show you a female. She's
okay.
here, but the male just left, and it was so nice,
wow.
Angle with the light. It's a little.
This is the only species of hummingbird I've ever seen when I came to the Smoky Mountains in the US once.
There you are, and it's the very only species of hummingbird in this area of the United States. But
Got it.
But then next time, mate, just make sure you visit us in Colombia or Juan Diego in Costa Rica and look at the titmouse. I'm showing you a titmouse right now that is just grabbing some seeds from the feeder and going to chew them on a branch. Another of the cool.
Diego, can you tell me why it's called a titmouse? I mean, I've heard the name many times, but I always wondered.
Oh man, I really have no idea. It's a gray bird, looks a little mousy, and tufted, of course, because the cresty, pointy head. But it's similar to the tits in Europe. So all seriousness aside, this name, I mean, just means like all these birds called shrike something or ant something. They're similar to tits, and it's the gray mouse one. And we have right now. I'm actually jumping here to this feeder. Look at this red-bellied woodpecker, quite a monster, just came to the feeders. Oh, your flamingos, man, are congregating, I see.
Yes, but they're not yet doing the display, which they're known for. But that woodpecker looks gorgeous. You call it the red-bellied?
This is and look at that. I'm inside the window here. You can see the feeders just hanging out here. Titmouse on the feeders, tons of squirrels. It's a pretty good setting. Pretty good setting. Again, it's very, very comfortable here for everyone just coming to see, and it's a great place to come birding. Actually, people here kind of love it because it has air conditioning. It's been pretty warm these days, to be honest. So
I just want to show you the contrast between what we both have. I was actually hiding in my Jeep because it's 48 degrees over here.
Oh man,
and this is where I am.
Wow.
It's very, very, very hot. This is the entire salt flats that we're seeing with one water body in front.
I see. It's a lot of haze. It's very hot, man. What time is in Sri Lanka right now? In India right now?
Yeah, it's 48. I was actually sitting inside the Jeep with my scope set up here because it was too hot for my phone and for me to sit outside. But there's your squirrel again.
One of the great ones. And you actually touched one of our challenges doing these live broadcasts is getting the phones too hot because they get overheated and they stop working and the connection just drops. It's pretty challenging. There you are, actually. You see,
I've been in and out of the show 6 times because of the overheating.
Oh man, let me try to show you a chipmunk. That is one of the coolest. Oh, it's just gone. A little chipmunk was on the scope, and that's another type of a squirrel right here. The red squirrel or something like that, rufous squirrel. It's a little grayer. Oh, there it goes. A little not so gray with some rufusy tints. And I'm actually, walking right now outside. If Dale leaves me there for a second, I'm actually walking outside the place to join Juan Diego. Juan Diego is at the feeders. I can see him here. And if there are no birds by anyone else, we can be watching these ones. And let me try
that's pretty set up the birding from right now.
So here we are. That's Juan Diego there attending the group.
Wow.
And we got some of the. Actually, speaking a little softer here. So these are some of the birders from the Indiana Dunes Bird Festival. Actually, good morning, guys. You're live on a Swarovski broadcast to all over the world. There are birders from Sri Lanka, Spain, Ecuador, Colombia, everywhere. Are you having fun? Has Juan Diego shown anything to you yet?
Yeah, morning dove.
Oh, morning doves. That's cool. I'll join you in a second, guys. So you see, Soria, we're here with so many people.
Yeah.
And one of the early birders. Oh, Eiders again. Eiders again by these guys.
Eiders, wow.
A bit more water.
Which one is that? Which Eider is that, Dan?
Northern Eider, Soria. Yeah,
wow.
So we've got a bit more water than you guys have got. I mean, how?
Well, I have water just 3 feet below me, if that helps.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is it been a particularly bad spring so far though for birds because of the heat? Well, like for you guys, has it been very bad?
Well, it's been. We are a big country, so where I am right now, it is pretty bad. We are not going to see rains for another 2 months. But there are small pockets of water bodies like the ones I have in front. Let me put that again on screen. There are some pockets of water bodies in front, like what you're seeing here. And this is going to be the lifeline of this region for the next 1 month. And if I actually show the birds here what your Eider is going through, then I'm pretty sure they'll migrate to where you are.
Well, let us show you, what we've got. So this is our scene. I'm not going to step out too much further than where I am because it is blowing an absolute gale. But here we go. This is the Ithen Estuary. So this is looking kind of northwest. And we've got high tide here at the moment. And this big open sand dune system opposite us is where the terns breed. So that's just wind-blown sand there. And the main tern colony is there. And yeah, here we go. That's looking back down. The river snakes around and out to sea. And this is our little structure. There we go. There's Rach giving us a wave. So yeah, it's a little bit more, temperate, shall we say, than what you've got in India and various other places.
Yeah. And I just love the light, Rachel and Dan.
Yeah.
The light is so gorgeous.
The light. Well, yeah, I suppose it's, as Rachel said, a moody sky is what we would call this. But rain in the air. But for May Day, it's not too bad, I guess. I've got a bit of blue up there as well.
But we've got this lovely gorse bush with these yellow flowers, and there's flowers smell of coconut, which is just it's quite an unusual smell for the UK, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it kind of gives you almost a sort of semi-tropical feel with that smell if you just close your eyes and put on lots of down jackets and feel warm enough.
Do those flowers look very much like the sea buckthorn, possibly?
I'll show you. I'll take you right up to some flowers here. There we go. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but so it's just gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
But yeah, really spiky, but it makes great breeding habitat for the likes of linnets and white throats. What else have we got here? Yellowhammers actually behind us. Yeah, but the wind has been blowing a bit of a hoolie today, which is making life tricky.
Got it. I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned yellowhammers. I saw my first one in India this year.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. How common are they then where you are? I assume, is it a vagrant or a rare winter visitor?
There are infrequent records every year, but
Yeah.
it's not definitive. I mean, so I saw mine in the upper Himalayas, possibly one of the birds that was straggling along from on its way back north.
Okay. With pine buntings?
Pine buntings are far more regular in Kashmir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's Roger with the woodpecker again.
Whoa.
Is this another red bellied? No.
Red crown here.
Red crowned. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, this must be a female. Males have like a much like brighter red crown here.
Got it. Well, we did see a red crown woodpecker sometime back, and it didn't have a red crown, and we are seeing red crown now, but it has a red belly. It's interesting.
Oh yeah. Red crowns here also has a red belly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
Bird name, man.
So, Surya, I'm going to ask you about your flamingos there as well. So, do the lesser flamingos in Kutch move between Asia and Africa, or do they just stay within Asia or within India?
There is two migrations within Asia only. They do not go to Africa. So they basically move from wetlands in the coast and some salt mud flats along the coast, and they congregate in Kutch usually for their display in September, October. So this is the resident population that you're seeing, but this population will be augmented by more individuals as the months progress, and there should be possibly 10,000 to 15,000 flamingos coming here. And basically, from what we know, this is the largest congregation of flamingos in Asia at the moment. The ones in Kutch. You can see the numbers in the background there.
No, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's a really nice shot to give you the idea, and lots of a few waders there as well in the foreground. So what are they?
Yeah, we have some pied avocets and spotted redshanks.
Okay.
Spotted redshanks still lingering around. I don't know why. You have some juvenile flamingos from last year, and I'm not sure, it's quite far off, but I can actually see immature great cormorant, the blackbird on the stick in between all of them.
Yeah, I can see. Nice. I mean, again, another species. God, how widespread is great cormorant all the way through Asia, Eurasia, and beyond. It's a pretty amazing species. It's adapted well.
Absolutely. It's like the common tern we were talking about some time ago. Oh,
yeah,
more
exactly.
riders.
Yeah. They are slowly waking up and coming out to feed. But that lovely light that you were just talking about a second ago, that big grey cloud seems to have rolled right over us. So it's looking a little bit dark on the screen there, but they've got a female eider there right in the middle. But as you can see, a couple of males. Oh, it looks like the closer male might even do a bit of display. Yeah,
wow.
So they're probably. Oh no, he's off.
You've seen a better female.
Yeah.
So those flamingos don't look very pink. So for people that aren't familiar with
we have
flamingos,
what you're seeing right now are greater flamingos and lesser flamingos and juveniles. So the greater flamingos have a much paler beak, and they're overall paler as compared to the lesser flamingos that you're seeing up ahead. So you're actually seeing both in this frame. You can actually see the size difference and the height overall. And also you're seeing there is an issue with the harsh light. We were just talking about light. I'm still having harsh light at 6 p.m. in the evening over here. And it's still about 46, 45 degrees in the heat. So, so the colors are there. It's just that it's harsh. And because of that, it's not showing up in the phone camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what's Roger got now?
Oh.
Roger's on mute.
Roger,
what
have you got?
I was mute. Sorry. Yeah, we are seeing here some black-throated mangoes, still evented hummingbird here. The one there is still evented, and Rufus-tailed hummingbird is getting there too.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
and
wow.
yeah,
And a
long-billed
lot of
starthroat.
insects.
Long-billed starthroat is the one we want to see here because it's the coolest one of the feeders. Ah, and there you get a white-necked jacqueline, just pretty quick.
I
Yeah,
saw one with the rufous
that's the
tail.
jacqueline. Exactly, yeah, rufous tail, and that's the white neck jacqueline and black-throated
Wow.
mango. There you go. Yeah,
Uh,
And
so
are those insects on the feeders, are they bees or wasps or what are they? Do you know?
yeah, there are bees.
Okay.
Yeah.
wow.
Let me show you here down. This one is kind of more active right now. That one was still evented hummingbird,
Oh
white
wow.
neck jacqueline.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nice, right? And that's rufous tail hummingbird,
Very neat.
black throated mango. Yeah, this is a pretty nice reserve. And let me show you a little bit about this one. This one is called Tinamu Beer Reserve. This is
Uh-huh.
Lisa. Hi to Lisa. And this is a nice, really nice reserve here in the Central Atlantic, man. And it gets a bunch of cool birds as the one we are looking here. We are here like really close to Manizales city, which is one of the main cities of Colombia. So it's really easy to get here and get out of the city and be amazed with a bunch of cool birds.
Wow. And this is right next to the
Yeah.
building.
I'm sorry?
This is right next to your main building, right? I mean, in India, we'll have to
Yeah,
go a
exactly.
long way away
Yeah,
from our
yeah.
buildings to see the birds.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. This is
incredible.
the rooms, man, and this is where you have the dining table and stuff, the staff of the reserve of the Tinamu,
Uh,
and right next to here is where the birds are.
that's incredible.
It is, yeah.
The only thing we have in India from that frame you just showed is American blue spike flowers, I think. We have them all over the country. They've spread like everywhere in our forests.
Yeah, yeah. Which now we have a bunch of still evented hummingbirds there.
Wow.
There you go. So what else do you have there?
Well, there's a lot of action inside the tall grasses. I'm just trying to beat you for numbers at the moment because I have nothing else to show. But there is a purple swamp hen in the center.
Hi guys,
Just
probably you will like this male white-headed duck. That
white-headed duck.
yeah, it's a white-headed duck. You know, males has a like a diverse plumage pattern in the head. Some of them are even all black. So this one is more or less intermediate, but it's a male that it's just uh, cleaning up a bit and showing us all.
I love the beak, the blue beak.
Yeah, I
Is
always
that a
say,
breeding thing?
yeah, no. The beak is always blue in males, and basically this is one of the most endangered ducks in Europe. And that kind of big blue with that shape, like for me, it's like coming out from a comic book. It's quite an impressive
Yeah,
duck. It's quite small.
it looks like a much closer to a platypus in some
Yeah.
ways. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a very good diver as well. So that's why it took me so long to get it. But this one, yeah, it was a lot of nothing going on the string cream. But this may just compensated everything. So I'm happy you can see it. What's there, the rusher?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm back here with the hummers.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
a thing. What a colorful bird. An
it is. Yeah,
amazing.
white neck jacobins there. And let me relocate for the higher one here, which is getting
Okay.
the black throated mango female and more white neck jacobin. That one
Okay.
that you have that you got there, like pretty quick. Let me see if it come back. You'll see a white throat bird with a black stripe in the throat. That's the female black throated mango. This one is the white neck jacobin. Pretty
Wow.
nice one. Yeah.
What a destination for hummingbird Colombia. I would love
Oh
to go
yeah.
there, Roger. Wow.
I hope. Yeah, you really will enjoy this one. And
Yeah,
I
of
was,
course.
yeah, really nice reserve. And as I was telling you before, like from your bed you have like a really nice morning chorus. And as soon as you put one foot outside of your room, you already have lots of cool birds
Wow.
right
Yeah.
in the
Must
heart
be
of the
an
Central
amazing.
Andes.
Yeah, I will have to study it quite hard. All the birds you get there. It's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, now you have there the female of the white neck jacqueline. So those ones that you
Yeah.
see with a white belly are the
Yeah.
males, and the one that was there before was a female one with speckles in the throat and in the chest.
Okay. Well, let me tell you about this white-headed duck. Okay.
Yeah, please.
The species has been quite threatened by the American one, ruddy duck, that it's also awesome, but of course shouldn't be around in Europe. Luckily, the population in Spain was controlled in the first stage, so we have pure individuals. A part of the fact that they are still bred in captivity in the Valencia recovery center to make stable the population. This
Oh,
one particularly was is sorry, it's a wild male, because I have checked that there's no metal ring when it was diving. Okay, sorry, I'm
uh-huh.
once again empty screen. These diving ducks are quite challenging, but yeah, I'm happy you could enjoy it, and I will keep enjoying your birds, Roger. They are awesome. So spectacular, and please tell us more about it.
Oh yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
guys.
Thank you. Hello, Danilo. What do you have
Yeah,
there? A barbet, right?
yes, male spot crown barbet. They were hanging
Nice.
around the lodge this morning. This is a beautiful male view. You see the
Yeah,
bright
Danilo,
yellow on his chest.
can you please do a little bit more focus on that barbet, please?
Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit
Uh,
out of focus. If you can please focus your barbet. There you go. That's a bit better.
let me know. Better?
Uh, yeah.
Oh, there.
There you go.
There
There
it is.
you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a beautiful spot crown barbet, and there's no spot common here. They're more like a Caribbean slope bird. I was lucky this morning, guys. Oh, just flew. But that was a good view anyway, I think, guys. So,
It was, yeah.
yeah,
So Diego,
yeah.
why
They
is
were
not?
feeding on the secret, but now they moved. That was the male. Hopefully the female hanging around too. If we spot them again, for sure we'll show you.
Yeah, please. Why is not that common there?
Uh, well, we are in the foothills, a little bit higher probably for them. They're more common on the Caribbean slope in Panama.
Got it.
But we're like in the kind of kind of the middle foothill. So we have the Caribbean one side north and the Pacific on the south. So sometimes the
Okay.
species come this high.
Hi, Danilo.
Hello,
I'm not
Danina.
Oh, hello, Janina.
Hi, Roger. I'm sorry, I
Hello.
was just trying to show you a glossy ibis. With this light at this time of the day, you might see it really glossy.
Yes, it
This
does.
species has been increasing impressively in all Europe, but of course, mainly in our area in Valencia. They are quite adaptable in terms of diet. And one of the wow, those are the color practicals, but those are the black wing. I can't
Yeah, these are the
really
collared
see.
pattern calls, black winged. Yes.
Yeah, Blackwing. Yeah, I was just a few minutes ago. I was with color practical, just color practical. But right now they went away, and I that would be awesome to show you both together. I'm
Yeah,
going
it,
to
it,
try
it really
hard,
will.
Surya, and if you still have it, we can show both together, okay? Both species of color pratincoles.
That
Because,
sounds lovely. That sounds lovely.
yeah, but
So these two have been nesting inside the tracks made by buffaloes when the sand was when the ground was wet. So the buffaloes make deep trenches, and the collared pratincoles here they nest in those trenches. So all this while I couldn't see them because they were inside the trenches. But as the day is cooling down, these two seem to have stepped out a little bit.
Hi,
Hi
Surya. How
Anthony,
are
what do you have
you?
there?
Hey, good
Hello.
morning from Costa Rica. Well, in
Yeah.
view, I have a crested one that's starting to preen. So it's
Wow.
there are two of them. So it's a really interesting bird for our travelers. Look, this showing a little bit more of color. So look at the colors of the legs. So that those red legs, the red julep. So make it a really interesting and impressive bird, medium size. That this
Wow,
morning
that's a good
they
view.
giving us a show. Yeah, exactly. So the quality of the equipment is also helping me to get the best of this bird. So I'm close to a volcano. It's a little bit overcast at the moment. 700 meters above the sea level, 2,000 feet. So I have a combination of a view of the lake. Have feeders with papaya, just like in the previous hour when Danilo was showing us tropical tropical feeders. Yeah, we have fruits, but
Uh-huh.
also nearby some fruiting trees for other birds. Hey, David,
Mm.
Hey
how are you?
everyone, this is good. This is David. I'm up here at the Braddock Bay Hawkwatch in Rochester, New York, USA. Right now, I'm pointed at a bobolink that's perched up in a tree. So we're located just northwest of Rochester, New York, right along the shore of Lake Ontario. And we have a nice grassy field next to us that attracts things like bobolinks and eastern meadowlarks. And we're right in the peak of the songbird migration right now, and seeing more and more warblers. So a lot of colorful birds. It's a beautiful day. And there it goes.
That's great. Yeah, some of the migrants have already gone during the last days. I've seen really nice groups of Mississippi kites and barn swallows flying north. So I'm sure they're gonna be back in North America in the next days or weeks. So yeah, in the show we have some of the resident species, so we might have the chance to find some adults with chicks. So this is a really good time for that. So eventually I'll be scanning the treetops in search of other birds to show. Hey, look at that landscape, David. What else do you have there to show us?
So right here, it looks like we have nesting Canada goose along with nesting mute swan. And of course, mute swans are not native to this area, and they've become quite invasive. They kind of take over and push out a lot of the native birds. But I thought it was interesting to have two nests so close to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Nature is amazing. It's fantastic.
We also have some other Canada geese just hanging out in the grass, if I can get focused on those. So we just have a lot of Canada geese that hang around and make a lot of noise, and they're very tame. So I'm sure this is a species many people are familiar with, but back in March is when we get the big migration of them. On a big day, we can get tens of thousands or 50,000 migrating over. But this time of year, they're mostly just hanging out and nesting.
Fantastic. Wow, great. Yeah, well, as I was mentioning earlier, yeah, recently we've seen groups of migratory birds are on the way to North America. Still quite a few warblers here and there, present, eating the last insects, trying to get the last reserve of energy, and starting, the long journey that is going to take them home, and we're going to be waiting for them in September, October. Clay. How you doing, Clay, today?
Oh, good morning, everybody. Struggling with my camera. I'm not sure why it's being such a pain in the neck. Hopefully you can see what I've got it pointed at, and that's a adult reddish egret. I am on the coast of Texas in Corpus Christi along the coastal bend, and we are at the Leonaville Turnbull Birding Complex in Port Aransas, Texas. So hopefully you can start to see some of the stuff I'm looking at, but there's reddish egret. We have a bunch of cormorants up here. There they are. Whoops, come here, cormorants. A bunch of cormorants sitting on the posts. And, oops, hello. These are neotropical cormorants with the longer tails, a little smaller beaks. Goodness, a frog in my throat too. So we're on the coast of Texas. You can look out towards that's the ship channel that goes from Gulf of Mexico to Corpus Christi, and all kinds of very cool birds are around here. But this is literally it's a water treatment facility. Beautiful spot. Actually, what I'll do is I'll pull the camera off the scope for a second, so you can see we're on a big old boardwalk that comes around.
Hi, Clay.
We have a tower. We have wind.
Hello, how are you, my friend?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Well, good afternoon from here in Rutland. And here we have a nice shell duck, a nice male. Just one of many, many species that are coming in. So, yeah, everything. Wow, what's that you've got there now? Is that a tap? Okay. What are your waders? And what's the gull?
Okay, so we have laughing gull and some short-billed dowitchers. And, of course, the sun goes away just when I want it. There were some white rump sandpipers in a little closer.
Yeah.
There's our dowitchers playing.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good. Our migration is sort of beginning to happen at the moment. It's really slow this year, and of course tomorrow is global birding and global big day.
Yes.
So hopefully lots and lots of you around the world. I can probably find a moorhen. I'm just looking everywhere at the moment for something different.
We can't find a moorhen here because the name went back to common gallinule for North America.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You have moorhens. You have moors. You have moorhens. We have gallinules.
We do indeed, and there's a lovely one. Well, I'm happy to call it a gallinule. It could. I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at some of the avocets that are down here. The avocets are a relatively new breeding bird at Rough and Water, so it's really nice to see that. Here you go, feeding. And there's been about a dozen or more feeding together. Really, really rapid feeding, dipping down at their food, small invertebrates under the water. So, yeah, that's a really cool bird. And they're basically still there. That's really nice. So here, having a wader fest at the moment.
There we go, yes. This is our black neck stilt as opposed to your...
Exactly. We don't get stilts here, or very rarely. So that's a good one always to see. I'm just looking around to see anything else up there. And
there's our American avocet.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. A double avocet. Wow,
there we go.
That's great fun. And the stilt in the foreground. Now, we're still on waders on this lagoon. It was the best one I could see today for just variety. Let's see what else is around. Oh gosh! Well, there you are. You'll feel at home now with the Canada goose there. We have those, and
I'm in the United States, not Canada.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's the lapwing? Right. Okay. Hey, we'll go back because this is always a bird that all Americans love. Left. Okay, past the gadwall. Penny, just have a look in here. Penny, just have a look in here because I can't see it.
No, somewhere there. It's just nipped into the grass.
It's nipped into the grass. Okay, let's just have a look, see if we can see it. Okay, I can actually make. Oh, hang on, I'm done. Yeah, here it comes. Here's your lapwing. Let's just focus up a little bit because all Americans tell me that if they ever see a lapwing in the States, it's one of those sort of big twitches. There you go. That's a bit better.
Yes, it totally is.
Yeah, it's a great bird. I mean, they're really common. They're breeding here. Quite a few with young. Okay, here it comes. That's just beautiful bird, isn't it? focus. Yeah. And I'll drop it down a little bit. There we go. Let's make that a bit clearer. And yeah, the ducks in the foreground are gadwall. And I only bring them in because Rutland Water is one of the best known sites in the UK for gadwall. You've got the male on the right with the black bottom, the black back end. The lapwing is just moving along a little bit. And what have you got there? Hey, is that a reddish egret?
That's it, reddish egret. He was going to start to do a little bit of a dance. Now there he goes.
Woohoo! Here he goes. Oh wow, that's amazing. Avocet coming into picture.
As everybody gets motion sickness watching my video.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. The other geese, of course, we get at this time of year are the grey lags, and I can see some grey lag. Oh, there's a pochard there at the back. Oh, sugar! It's just gone behind the vegetation. Oh wow! Prothonotary, is it?
No, this is a yellow warbler.
Oh, sorry.
At Braddock Bay, New York.
I'll do my homework.
Posing very nicely for us.
Oh, that's
Prothonotary
beautiful.
would be quite rare here, but yellow warblers are very common.
Yeah, wow, it's a great bird. What a bird. Wow. I know you're getting a big passage coming through. Is it late this year?
Yeah, the warblers were a little bit late just because of the weather, but the past few days they've really started to show up in good numbers. So I've been trying to get out early every day and pick through them. So yeah, we've just had a couple good days, and I'd say the warbler migration should continue pretty strong for the next week or so.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, here again, we've had really bad weather down in Spain. It's been holding stuff up. I'm just only really hearing cuckoos and things like that, and very few hirundines. A few swifts have been coming in, but as soon as we get a bit of bad weather, then we see. So we've got some grey lags here. They're oh, hang on, we've got some terns flying, just coming in. Are they flying? Are they coming in? Okay, we'll see if we can find. While you're doing that, I shall look for some.
And I have a Stilt Sandpiper here, an adult breeding plumage, gorgeous Stilt Sandpiper, which is one of my favorite shorebirds on this entire planet. Rusty on the eye, barring on the belly, doing his Stilt Sandpiper feeding thing. When he really probes down, his tail sticks up in the air as opposed to yellow legs, which will always be a horizontal body when they're feeding. Hello. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's gorgeous. And let's see. There's my Heron is still going crazy over here. Oops. Oh, he's very close. And go back to the white ibis. He's not going to be quite as crazy. There we go. He's very dirty looking at white ibis. I'm not sure what he got on his feathers, but normally they're pretty pristine looking white.
Wow, I'm envious. This is Margie from Hawkridge and Duluth. And wow, contrast central here.
There you go.
I'm in my car because it's so windy and so foggy, I don't even dare get out.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but I have seen a couple of gulls fly over and a robin. But yeah, it's been an interesting spring. We've been having a lot of back and forth, wet.
Yeah.
Last night got a big storm. So.
It was that way in Ohio last week. Finally,
yeah.
I just moved the scope and I just screwed up my camera. Get back in line. Come on, get back in line.
But despite the weather, we have had a couple of really fine days. We know how to do St. Patrick's Day in Duluth. We did a new North American record for bald eagles this year on the 17th of March. 1,206 counted in a single day.
Oh, sorry, Marjorie, I was mute. Okay, what record numbers have you telling us? That's amazing. Here, I want to introduce you this marble teal or marble duck, another of the most endangered ducks in Europe that are also nesting in this wetland area where I'm broadcasting. and it's spectacular to see them just feeding step by step, just few meters from white-headed duck. And some of them also have been reintroduced. They are still bred in captivity to make the population stable, because of course they are suffering quite a lot. They are migrant, okay? So as you can see, you can read even the coat coloring. Hi, Danilo. How are you?
Hello. Well, we're trying to get the barbet again on view. I think we got it again.
Great. Let's go. Oh wow! What a beauty! My God, that's a thing.
Yeah. So just to tell you a little more about this little bird, they usually nest in little holes, trees, and trunks, and both male and the female they work on the nest. Yeah. And we have find in the wild, the forest, a small group of 4 or 6, no more than that.
Okay.
And the males, the yellow on the chest. Oh, look at that beautiful, I guess a crimson back tanager, Roger.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we have a quick crimson back tanager, yeah.
Nice.
You are looking so colorful, birds,
tanager.
and I'm only showing some brownish ducks. That's
So,
not
yeah,
fair.
just the female barbet, thick-bill euphony, I guess. Roger, right?
Yeah. It's right, yeah. Thick-bill euphonia, yeah. Yeah, around here, like colorful birds are our thing in Colombia.
Amazing. Wow. Oh, look the tail. That's amazing. And when does male do that behavior? It's just regular behavior?
Regular behavior,
the barber?
yes. The male.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, and they feed on insects, mainly. Insects, but sometimes they can go to trees like figs.
Okay.
So they usually hunt insects, small insects.
Wow. Wow, Roger.
And,
what a
amazing
stunning
barber.
bird. Yeah.
Look great.
I will
Nice.
take a few beers today after all these birds you are showing us. My God. Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. And it's extremely sharp. What kind of scope are you using, Roger?
A Swarovski, of course.
Of course, yeah, I know, but which model? I'm going through ATX 65. And what's yours?
Exactly the same ATX, but it's just I'm really close to the feeders, and yeah.
Okay.
Also, like I'm using like a nice adapter to my phone, so it gets really nice images.
Yeah, and perfect light too. So awesome. Wow. What have you done, Danilo? With that okay, it's gone. I thought you were just feeding it. Wow.
We do have here a thrush,
yeah.
a black-billed thrush.
What a
I think that's the first time it arrives to the feeders today.
Wow. And what's he eating? It's
bananas,
like
like this.
Oh,
these feeders has only bananas. Yeah.
Only bananas. Wow.
Yeah, only bananas. And even you can see in these banana feeders, woodpeckers, tanagers, thrushes, honey creepers. We haven't arrived today, but soon, hopefully soon is gonna arrive the honey creepers.
Wow, amazing, fantastic. And what about you, Anthony?
Hola, Johnny. See, the tropics don't just show a colorful bird. See, black-billed thrush, clay-colored thrush, and now my crested one, that is also a brown bird, shows a little bit of red around the eye, around the on the dewlap, and on the legs. So yeah, we still have some brown birds to show you too. Although Danilo is showing us some extra colors with that really cool woodpecker in view. How you doing,
Okay.
Danilo?
I'm going to just switch
Fine.
the scope because I have a pair of white-headed duck, okay?
I'm showing now a male lineated woodpecker, and this is more common here. And actually, right now I think he's looking for some termites, probably from that piece of branch. And the male is the one that shows the reddish cheek, and the female does not. And
yeah, really cool how those two birds in view for our audience. They show some red. Definitely is an important evidence that they are very well fed, they are healthy, and they are a really good candidate for reproduction, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm still impressed with that crested one, because for us in Panama, it's not, well, in some parts not easy, at least for us. It's not easy to find them in the wild. We have something in the price, David.
Hey, David.
Nope, I just lost it, but the turkey vultures are starting to come up here at Braddock Bay. There it is. Yeah, we're still seeing a lot of turkey vultures migrating this time of year. It's actually been a record season for us for turkey vultures. We've had over 29,000 now. So just a really strong turkey vulture migration. It's going to soar for us nicely here. So this time of year, we do the hawkwatch through the end of May, and a lot of the species are starting to slow down now, but we still get a lot of bald eagles and broad-winged hawks and turkey vultures through the end of the season.
Interesting. Yeah, see, the migration in Panama, I think they just already gone for now. They're for north already. Yeah, we don't see them anymore.
Yeah, we always like following the numbers of all you guys way down south. And when you start getting the huge numbers, we know a couple weeks or a month later that they'll finally reach us.
Yeah, it's really interesting how we can see the advance of the migratory birds, the way how they are departing in South America, pass through all of our countries, and then you have them in high numbers. That's really interesting. Now, here in view of one of the largest birds of these parts, a female great curassow, just flew very heavy flight, 5 meters over the ground toward this feeder that is at eye level, and she's enjoying pieces of watermelon and papaya. Since in a difference with Danilo in Panama, here the feeder is basically a combination of watermelons and papayas. Seems like those two fruits are the ones that they prefer the most compared to bananas. But there are other feeders that also show that and attract a lot of different types of birds. So some ones that we've shared with you, and some ones that we are looking for and waiting to show up to share to our audience. So recently, before we started the broadcast, there was a female on the ground already walking with a chick. So the population is increasing. So the levels of protection are going on in Costa Rica, where are promoting the good health of this species that years ago were hunted, for the meat. And it was an important source of protein for locals. Nowadays, laws in Costa Rica are basically promoting the conservation of some of those species, in the populations have increased in different areas. So definitely it's one of those large birds that are returning to habitats like this in the middle of a private reserve in the buffer zone of a national park. Margie, what's that landscape? Tell us about.
Well, there's not much landscape to see right now.
Slightly different to our tropical middle elevation day here in Costa Rica.
Yeah, it's about 48 degrees here Fahrenheit, and windy and foggy. I don't know how wind and fog go together. In my mind, that doesn't work, but it's going.
Well, I'm sure the birds of the show are warming up your day for sure.
Definitely, definitely. I did just get a rare bird alert from Park Point, and there's a Louisiana water thrush down there this morning. Somebody's actually able to see something.
Wow, Louisiana water thrush. That's a brave bird, to be in that kind of environment.
Yeah, they're very rare for up here. They do blow in every now and again, and I think that's exactly what's happened to this one. But the warbler migration is just starting to take off here, and starting to see some colorful things. Every day that I go outside, there's somebody new adding to the song. So it's a wonderful time of year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's totally different landscape. Something that we definitely miss in Costa Rica. Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Hey, amigos. Good. How is everyone?
Pretty good. Tell us, what are you sharing with us now?
Well, it's been a rough afternoon for me. It's very hot here in Israel. Middle of the afternoon, 32 degrees, poor reception, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. But in the end, sort of last minute, I found this nice family of southern gray shrikes. They're basically great gray shrike, but the southern subspecies called Estuary. You can see they've got tiny wings, and there's the adult here on the right. Actually, these are both adults. They have 3 fledglings, and they're sitting on a tree, which is a native tree from Israel, a biblical tree called Joshua thorn. And that's one of the abundant trees here. I am in the Judean plains, about 20 minutes from Jerusalem. And these shrikes sort of dominate the area. They like to skewer, to catch prey and to impale it on thorns of this tree and others. And this is a nice looking pair. You can see how the wings are super short, and they're nice and gray above and also silvery on the flanks. This is what we call southern gray shrike, the Estuary subspecies of great gray shrike.
Well, Jonathan, thank you for sharing all of that. That's what this whole birding about. There are days you go with the hope of watching, and getting a new bird, and you end up with, maybe not the bird that you really wanted. But well, that's part of what we like. That's our life. And well, definitely in this kind of a virtual event, anything can happen. This is life. So we can go from one bird to the other. At the moment, I have a palm tanager that just arrived. It's sharing the same feeder with a great curacao. Among other birds are nearby that I'm hoping they jump in the next minutes to that place. Yeah, it's gone now. So I'm gonna move back to the great curacao female to show the audience, this beautiful crest. Yeah, so there are days we have everything planned, and we are going for the bird that we want. And well, we'll return with a great experience. Maybe not the bird, but that's what motivates us to continue birding, and that's why we're here. Encouraging people to bird, to see birds, to find them. And tomorrow, really important day for us. Well, we're gonna be sharing all of the list with the groups in order to complete our day, our big day of birding that is super important. Hey, Clay.
Hello there. I have a magnificent frigate bird who is taking a bath in the fresh water coming out of the water treatment plant here at Leona Bell Turnbull Birding Center. And we all know that frigate birds can't sit on the water and take off by themselves, but they can splash in and use their momentum to come back up. There they go. Actually, it's a female, isn't it? With the white on the chest. And splash. Look at that. Oh, I like it. There we go. So this is out on the pond about 300 yards from me. Struggling to keep her in focus and aim. Clash. Look at that.
Wow, that's incredible, Dale.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Fantastic. And a touch of Africa for you all with these Egyptian geese. Oh, wait a minute. Where have they gone? Hang on. Here we go. They're very close to me. I'm getting So yeah, Egyptian geese were introduced into the UK many years ago, probably about 100 years ago, and they are a pain in the butt, mainly because they tend to take over osprey nests. They try to get into barn owl boxes, and they're really early nesters. But anyway, we'll just bring you across here, Clay, for a minute, and just see what we've got. There was some tern. Oh, wow! There's certainly not a fulvous whistling duck, so I think we're back in.
We're fulvous whistling duck. Yes. Back
Yeah,
when I started birding, the field guides called this the fulvous tree duck, and also the black-bellied tree duck. But then the name changed. Of the two whistling ducks in Texas on the Texas coast, this is usually the hardest one to find. Although you can stumble onto flocks of 200 or 300 of them, but in the wintertime. But this is just a single bird hanging around here at Turnbull. Back up at my house, 40 miles away, I'll get 40 or 50 of the black-bellied whistling ducks coming into my backyard to feed my corn.
I just love that whole family of tree ducks. You know, whether they're in Australia or Africa or wherever. So
yes,
it's one of my favourite whistles is the white-faced whistling duck. I'm just looking. I think there might be a tern here. Let me just see if there's any common terns. There were. Oh yeah, okay. There's a common tern. It's just side and back. So they're pretty exhausted. They've been in West Africa for the last few months, and they're arriving. So as things happen, you know, it's really exciting to see, you know, birds coming in. And tomorrow around the world, as people take part in global birding and Global Big Day, it's just going to be phenomenal. I think somewhere we've got about probably nearly 200 countries taking part. So really, really exciting and great to see, you know, one of the early arrivals. And I believe there's already the first birds being featured. Of course, three different species, or three different, yes, Kelp gull, silver gull, and moorcock from New Zealand. So Global Bird Big Day has started. Wow.
Nice. So this bird right here should be a good one if it shows up in the UK. Whoops, as he flies away. That was white rump sandpiper.
Well, that's been at rough and water a few times. So I'm just going to move it across and just show you what we do.
There's another one. White rumps has a very long, pointy wings. They are very, very good long distance flyers.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Really beautiful. Yeah, we get one every couple of years or so. So that's really fun. And just to show you what we have to do to protect some species from things like otters, we put these platforms, very simple platforms. Here you've got black-headed gulls nesting on them. But it works very simply. You can also get things like the oyster catchers will nest on them. Oh, wow. Hang on, what have you got here? More avocets.
Avocets, dowitchers, Stilt Sandpipers. Yeah, these would be short-billed dowitchers usually on the estuary or right on the coast here. Yeah. Although this spot we can get long-billed and short-billed mixed in together, so that always makes it very interesting. And I tend to identify them by the call. I don't bother taking apart their plumage with a microscope.
Find the.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Oops.
Okay, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll just show you the. Did you see the grebes earlier on?
No, I did not.
Yeah, we've got a lovely little family of grebes down here. If I can just find them.
Okay.
Hang on, wait a minute. I've lost you. Okay, well, there you are again.
Basic plumage.
There we go.
Laughing gull and breeding plumage. Down here, the laughing gull is the common gull of the entire area. That's the one you're going to see at the McDonald's parking lots. But it's actually pretty nice. The city of Corpus Christi, their official mascot is a laughing gull, but he's wearing a little cowboy hat and little cowboy boots with the Texas flag on them. It's actually kind of nicely done. So if you look up City of Corpus Christi logo, you'll see the laughing gull. Oops, what do we got over here?
There's our little family. Who we got coming in here?
Oh yeah, we have a crimson-back tanagers here.
Oh
couple of crimson-back tanagers. And in the middle of them, the brownish one is a black-billed thrush.
Wow!
There you go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the one with the whitish bill is the male, and the one without that whitish bill is was the female now. And now we get the
Yeah,
black-billed thrush.
that's black-billed. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that'll be on your list tomorrow, I hope.
I'm sorry.
That'll be on your bird list tomorrow for Global Big Day.
Oh yeah. Both of them,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
black-billed and they have to be.
Yeah.
There we go. I have a what used to be called Louisiana heron in my old bird books. Now it's tricolored heron. Breeding plumage. See the little white plumes on the top of his head. He's out preening himself and just got buzzed by a gull. So let's see what else I've got here. If I go out to this area, there should be some great blue herons. Yeah, there's great blue heron out there.
Oh man, I have here a scrub tanager. Oh. There you go. Now, well, what do you have there? A heron.
Great blue herons are here.
Nice.
Number of them. They do breed down here. There lots of them in the winter, but we do have a breeding colony up on the Nueces Bay with black-necked stilts. And what else have I got? Let's go back to the white ibis. Oops. There we go. There's the white ibis. That baby blue eye and that red face. Very interesting color combination. Oops. Hello. He's going to take a nap.
Let me show you this one. This one is a flame rump tanager. I don't know. It's kind of hidden right now, but you barely can see the rump out of the stick. Up. That was a flame rump tanager.
Cool. Let's go up to...
Hey, Danilo.
Hey, it's Roy again. So I just want to show you this interesting. This is a female Piculaeuphonia, and what it's doing, working on the neck. This piece of metal is holding a little preferred plant right here. And this is where usually they come for nesting every season. So male and female, they both
everybody.
work on the nest.
We have now here a wet-bellied chachalaca.
Oh, interesting.
This is one of these endemics from the Pacific coast in the northern part of Central America. It's been so quiet because these birds are usually noisy. The word chachalaca comes from the big noise that makes early in the morning.
Oh, so you find it in small groups or big groups like or common gray-headed chachalacas?
We have a sort of some other tanagers that you have already seen, the blue-gray tanagers.
We
so
do
right
have
now
here
we're taking advantage of this cooperative bird.
Let me show you this guy. This lady is a female flame rump tanager. Really nice.
So it's been a
really
nice
Yeah, the female.
and busy bird time in some other places. So there's a flame from tanager over there.
There you go. Honey creeper.
Honey creeper. He just came close to us. This is a male green honey creeper. You can see how beautiful it looks in the sunlight.
So we're still taking advantage of this nice bird.
Yeah. And the female is the one that looks green, just like same color of the leaves. And this male also shows some green, but it's more like a bluish green color, and it's very distinctive because it's dark on the face. and usually they feed on some little fruits like fig trees. That's what they love, and some plants, sometimes some flowers, and yep, it's one of the typical bird of these foothills in Panama.
These grass are locals, and they're just flying.
Guys, I do have here a
Very
scrub
good
tanager.
to see it. Those grass, all these grasses are usually.
There you go. Pretty nice scrub tanager. Oh, shoots. There you go. Scrub tanager and blue-gray tanager. And you can see how smallish compared with the blue-gray tanager is this little guy. So this one is the one we were waiting for most of the morning. It's one of the coolest one of this place. Hello, Clay.
Hello there. Just had a little flock of shorebirds fly in, so I have a mixed flock of least sandpiper, western sandpiper, solid semi-palmated, and also playing with a few white rumps too. They're all taking little baths. It's hard for me to see the screen really well. Let's see. Here we go. The lighting is gorgeous, thankfully. Of course, I wish I had my camera on there instead of the phone, but there's a semi-palmated, a little more gray looking, with his head tucked in. That's the white rump there that's preening, and everybody's watching. Oops, and they're all going to go away in a second here. Oh, some of them did, some of them didn't. There we go. Look at that. And it's very nice seeing the sandpipers getting into their breeding plumage as opposed to their usual. Well, none of them are very flamboyant in breeding plumage, but they're much. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, look at that. You can see a little white rump. But they do have a little more color, a little more contrast in their breeding plumage than they do in their basic winter plumage. So this is the place where a shorebirder can go nuts just watching for weird stuff showing up, because you never know. I can have.
Oh yeah, I bet. Nice to see him like a breeding plumage. We normally do have those one here as a winter, very plain, very faint colors.
Yeah, hard to pick out the differences. There was a beautiful adult ruddy breeding plumage ruddy turnstone here for a minute, but he didn't stay any longer. That would have been a pretty one to show off, but unfortunately, no gots. What else have I got? I also have down the railing here at the birding center. We have some white ibises that are just kind of hanging out. And on the other side, we have a whole bunch of laughing gulls. Hey, laughing gulls, there we go. So that's a basic plumage right there, the grayish head, and the breeding plumage with the black head and low eye arcs. I was trying to see if we could find a late Franklin's gull. Franklin's gull looks a lot like laughing gull with the dark head, but he has a complete eye ring, white eye ring, instead of the eye arcs. And they often show a little pink on the underside when they're migrating through. But unfortunately, no laughing gulls today. No Franklin's gulls today. So, and a bunch of my peeps just flew away. Snowy egret flying by. Can I get him? Oops, I had him. There. Oh well, that was a losing effort. And back out to the.
Hey guys, so we're back in Panama.
Hey Danilo.
So well, now on view we have a female green honey creeper, and honey creeper, green kingfisher. Sorry,
Green kingfisher, right?
The last bird I show you.
Yeah.
Green kingfisher, female green. And it's been coming now because we have a little creek that comes through the lodge, so a little bit above the area of the stream.
Oh, great. Beautiful landscape.
And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, those
now the kingfisher's gone. Yeah, so a little bit more. It's early. It's been spotting a bird for us. And being charged the camera, and this is the lodge.
Yeah, those
Sunny now.
streams.
Beautiful sunny now.
Yeah, those streams in the middle of the forest are really promising places, forest edges, so really great habitat for certain birds. And definitely a place to go and try for hours and find really, really, really good tropical stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Also good for other species like some beach terns. Sometimes we get luck with some beach terns. Especially tiger heron, and also other kind of kingfishers like ring kingfisher, Amazon kingfisher. So yeah, it's always good to check the creek. Always good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
Water is life, so definitely a place like that is going to offer really great habitat for a lot of different species of animals that share that and need to be preserved.
Hello there. I'm back here with my Mothma.
We'll try to show you something. There's a buff-prone warbler calling now on the stream. Hopefully we can get for you guys.
Beautiful resident warbler that stays and breeds in our countries. Yeah, really cool. Because earlier in the beginning of the show, we got some warblers and from some other parts of North America. Some ones that we're gonna meet for the next month, especially for us in Latin America. And yeah, it's cool to have that above-ground warbler that is a resident species that breeds and ends off all of its cycle in the tropics. Beautiful scrub tanager, Roger.
It is, right? It's really pretty, and it's gone.
Yeah, next one, Azulejo.
Yeah, blue-gray tanager. It's kind of the most common one here at the feeders. And let me show you. Oh no, it's gone. It was pretty quick blue neck tanager, really nice one.
Yeah, definitely is common, but it got a really great personality. I mean, it's a simple looking bird, but once we see the distribution all over, we find a really nice, very well adapted bird with a lot of different type of species and colors. So it's really great. So David, I think your microphone is off. Yeah, what do you have for us?
Here we have a northern harrier migrating over. So real long, kind of lanky wings, hold them up in a little bit of a V. Long tail, pointed wings. We have a marsh in front of us and we see them hunting down low a lot of times, but this one's migrating over with some turkey vultures.
So do you have them nesting in New York, or they just pass through?
I think they do nest in small numbers. A couple years ago, we had a pair that was starting to display and do some courtship in the marsh in front of us, but I don't think they stuck around for the summer. But yeah, they do nest in small numbers, but most of them continue farther north.
Oh, great. Yeah, because during the migration, yeah, that's one of the most wanted birds for us in Costa Rica.
Oh, okay,
awesome. Definitely the type of habitat that you describe is the one that they use around here. Yeah, they fly very low in the ground, and yeah, we see them in hunting this place. It's quite spectacular. So it's a really great raptor for sure.
Yeah, we have a nice breeding plumage willets here. Here on the Texas coast, there's an eastern version and a western version of willet, although they refuse to split them apart. But the westerns are usually the wintering bird here, and the easterns are in for breeding. So really pretty plumage on him. He just kind of popped in. And you can do something for me. There we go.
That's a great plumage, Clay. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on. A lot of vermiculation there, and some nice colors. In the winter, they're pretty drab gray, but they get kind of sharp looking in the summertime.
That's exactly the way how we look them here in Costa Rica when they migrate. It's still really great when they fly that black and white pattern.
Yes.
Hey, Tim.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm trying to find you a marsh harrier that's being Now left. Penny is here helping me, and we are. Can you see it, Penny? Just give me a second.
Sure.
Wow, is it near the duck trap?
Not quite. It's just hidden at the moment.
It's hidden at the moment, but anyway, yeah. Go right.
By the lollipop tree. It's just the left of the lollipop tree.
Can you see it? If you see it, shout, anybody.
Go left. It's just above the roof now. Where the tufters are, go to the left.
Hang on.
It's going
So I'm trying to
Sure.
follow it on my own screen, which is silly.
It's towards the duck trap now.
Wait up, duck trap.
All right. So while our team is trying to look for that bird play, is having a flock of shorebirds.
Yep, they all just came
Can
in.
you see it?
They keep working up and down the coast here. On the shoreline, we got, again, white rumps are the big ones. Going to be least western and semi-palmated mixed in and various. Oh, there's a dunlin. There we go. Aha. I like breeding plumage dunlins. Are very pretty with the black belly and the reddish on the top. And my phone just locked up.
Can you see it now?
Come on, get back up.
Very cool. Yeah, how birding is connecting us. UK, US, and Costa Rica at the moment.
There we go. There we go. I lost the dunlin. Come on, dunlin. Where'd you go? There's a white rump. Bathing little guys. Oh, son of a gun. Just when I got on the dunlin, the phone slipped on the adapter. Son of a gun. Come on, you. He's in here somewhere.
So great to be seeing all these birds. Oh my goodness.
There we go. Give me a second to scan with my binocular to look for that dunlin. I think he escaped on me.
While you're scanning, if we could see the St. Louis River, we would see hundreds of American white pelicans hanging out on the St. Louis River, waiting for those inland lakes to unfreeze.
And there's white rump sandpiper again. Oh, my dunlin seems to have disappeared on me. Interesting. I don't know where he went. What's that over there? That's another laughing gull. Okay. Back to the main shorebird flock.
Look at all.
Yeah, this water here is the discharge from the water treatment facility, so it's fresh water. So they've been playing out back on the mud flats in the brackish. So now they're coming in to do a little R&R, take a bath, pre-nap. And, these guys should be heading north pretty soon. Yeah, look at that stilt sandpiper. Oh, such a beautiful bird. Such a beautiful bird. I really like stilt sandpipers. Look at that. All that barring.
Working out.
Look at that. And near flock again.
Yeah, meanwhile, we are looking here some hummers again. Pretty active the hummer feeder today. We got there some white-necked Jacobin, black-throated mangos, and steel-evented hummingbird are the most common ones here today.
Right there, that might be a Barrett sandpiper. Looking awful big black spots on the secondary, on the coverts.
Nice.
Yeah, pointy wings.
So Clay, show me your location. Show me where you are.
Okay, so I am in Texas. I'm on the coast of Texas in Corpus Christi, actually Port Aransas, which is right on the Gulf of Mexico. And this is the Leona Bell Turnbull Birding Center. And I'll take this away and you can see where we're at. There's the scope, there's the boardwalk. So it's an area that's a water treatment facility that is also open to birders. So there's the water treatment plant back over behind me. And there was a different boardwalk and a different tower here 5 years ago, and then Hurricane Harvey came through and knocked it all down, so they had to rebuild a new one. So they kind of did it better in that the boardwalk goes down here now and then connects over, and then there's trails all the way out on the marshes. Way out, you can walk for almost a mile here at places. And we do a lot of big sits. We do a lot of Christmas counts and stuff like that here. It's a famous spot. Whoops, the shorebirds are starting to fly away again. So let's see what's going on here. There we go. So it's very, very cool place, especially in the wintertime. There's thousands of waterfowl and herons and stuff like that here, in addition to the shorebirds. A lot of rails in the marshes. Very cool spot. It's one of the must places to visit when you visit Texas in the wintertime.
Nice. It definitely looks like a nice place, man.
Yeah, it's just wonderful. For photographers,
Yeah,
it's
really.
excellent because
Rufus Marmar.
Yes. He's coming back to the feeders. You're curious now. Only watching around. Sorry to say, see you next time, guys.
Hello, everyone. Wow, fantastic 2 hours of birding. Tomorrow we have 24 hours to report as many birds as possible. So we encourage you with this program, with this session, to find birds, just like birders around the world today, from the backyard, from a feeder, from the rainforest, from a water treatment, anywhere you are. Birds are important. Every bird counts. And if you submit your list on eBird, that's going to add a lot of information of the health of birds. So thank you for joining us in this amazing show that it was presented by Swarovski in a big effort to get birders from different locations the chance to share the beauty of the life and what we love. So see you next time tomorrow. 24 hours of birding. Do it from your house. Go walk a trail. Submit it on eBird and enjoy the activity. Have a good one on behalf of all of the team, all of the people behind, and all of the birders that were here today. Have a great day. Have a good time, and goodbye from the foothills of Arenal volcano in Costa Rica.